to another review by Mark's Anchor Review. This one we're going to be talking about which are the best heroes to get in Lords Mobile, and more specifically, which are the best pay-to-play heroes. Which ones, start swiping the credit card and buy heroes instead of owning them. And spoiler alert, the paid heroes are way better than the regular heroes. There are some solid regular heroes, but when you pay, you get the solid stuff. IGG have designed the game very, very carefully that way. There are bad heroes and there are good heroes. I've seen people do really, really stupid things when it comes to buying heroes. This video is to help you not waste your money, because there are some heroes you should not be getting, some heroes that you should not be not maxing, which means only buy it if you're planning to buy it all the way. And if you know that in advance, you just save yourself a ton of money instead of just buying out a bunch of random unnecessary heroes. There's also a new intro, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Okay, let's talk about it. Firstly, I also put a link in the description below. Check out my blog, marksanchorreview.com. There's a full article in which I write a lot of the things which I say here, and there's even more information. This article is rather specific just to which heroes to get and which heroes are good and not good. This article deals with all the P2P information. Check it out. It's on my website. All right. The first thing I want to say is when it comes to prices, there's different prices for heroes. Things have been changed up recently. Most people kind of didn't notice, or they bought it already and had no chance to notice. But let's just talk about the traditional prices. There's three kind of general price brackets when it comes to heroes. So there's 110 heroes, which means if you buy $5 packs and slowly buy it, it'll cost you $110 to max it out. And this is all American money. There's $165 heroes, which, if you, again, same idea, if you buy them really slowly in $5 packs, it's gonna cost you $165 to max it. And then there's the $11,000 heroes, which if you buy it, doesn't matter. It's gonna cost you $11,000 to buy. Everyone knows those heroes because you see that terrifying players, 1.5 billion mites, you know, marching around the kingdom doing pretty much whatever they want. I don't know if any of them are available. I'm trying to show you, but the point is, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Those heroes, these are people that pay the serious bucks. Okay, I don't see them. So they're basically, there's 110, there's 165, and 11,000. There's also Big Guy, which costs 276, which you buy slowly, and we'll talk about him and how pathetic he is soon. And then there's a new option now for Witch Doll and Petite Devil to cost $77, which is actually really good because they're both very solid heroes, but we'll talk about that soon. Okay, there are three different types of heroes that you should be getting for different reasons. At least on a beginner level. There's more advanced players, and there's, though that they have a whole different set of rules of what to get. For the most part, they're pretty much just buying all the heroes out because they need them for different reasons. There's Army and War. That's one reason why you buy a hero. There's Colosseum and Passive. That's another reason why you buy a hero. And there's also Monster Hunting. That's another reason to buy a hero. All of these are good, legitimate reasons. And this is what you need to work out before you start swiping just randomly. Work out why you want your hero. If you want your hero for war, then get a hero that's good at war. If you want a hero that's good for the Colosseum, you focus on that. If you want a hero that's good for monster hunting, just focus on. Don't mix and match. Work out why you want your hero and then go for it, because it's going to cost you a lot of money. Some of the people listening are just made of money and they could care less. But most of us, we got to pick what we want and what we don't want because we can't afford to max everything in this game. There's too much going on and it costs too much. So work out what you want, and I'm going to deal with each three of those sections by itself, and explain to you, what are the best heroes that you would want if you're picking a particular reason. Let's start off with Army and War. If you say, well, I want my Army and War, I want to be able to zero castles a lot better, I want to be able to defend myself a lot better, I want to be able to be a rally lead, or at least, start to become some form of rally lead. Here are the heroes that you should be getting first. The best heroes to get, if you want to just get one hero, for example, to make your army better, to make yourself more menacing, to be able to attack and defend better, is one of the army attack heroes. It's a no-brainer. One of the army attack heroes, there are 5 army attack heroes so far. It's very likely Lords Mobile IGG are going to roll out more. That's just the way, and people are just going to buy it up because, hey, why not? But the best heroes to get in Lords Mobile are the army attack heroes. The 5 ones are Storm Fox. I only have on the alt account 2 of them max. The other ones I just have some very small amounts. The Storm Fox is one of the army heroes. Law Weaver is another army hero. Berserker is another army hero, and I'll explain what they are in a moment. Where is she? Songstress of the Sea is another one, and Dream Witch is another one. Now, what is an army attack hero? An army attack hero is not one that's specified for a particular type of troop type. The boosts are army boosts. Are they as strong? No. It's only 20%. But it boosts the entire army, which means you put her as your lead, or as one of the heroes, she's going to give a 20% boost to every single troop that's on that field of yours. Not the enemy, spoiler. And also an army max HP boost. Over here, and for Lorwyn, for example, it's an army defense. No one cares about defense, but hey. And also an army defense boost, which means every single hero is going to be getting a boost. So you send her, you'll be getting a range boost, and a siege boost, and a infantry boost, and of course a cavalry boost. She is a cavalry hero, but her boost hits everything, which means when you put it in war, she's going to be leading the cavalries, and so will Stormfox, but she'll be giving a boost to all the troops on the field. That is the best hero to get. If you just trying to get one army hero, these are the best heroes. Berserker is exactly the same thing, but of course she's an infantry type of hero. So if you're focused on infantry, I would recommend getting whatever troop type you like best, getting the type of hero. So if you're infantry, get Berserker. If you're range, get Dream Witch or Songstress of the Sea. And if you're cavalry, okay, get the first 2 we talked about. The only catch, of course, now my alt account hasn't done this obvious thing, but it's just an alt account for videoing and for my articles on my blog. Do not get these heroes unless you plan to max them completely. Don't get the Dream Witch to Grey. Grey is useless. It's a waste of time. It's a 1.5 boost. There's nothing you can do with that. That's just a waste of $5. Don't even 5% waste, 10%. The only time, well, that's whatever. But the only time you're gonna wanna, this is the wrong hero. The only time you're gonna wanna get this hero is if you could get them to max. Otherwise, don't even bother. And people like, no, it's fine. Green is fine too. It's not. Green is not fine too. Green is embarrassing. If you have, again, you have to get to green. But if your plan is to just keep her at green, then you clearly have no idea how to play this game, and you're wasting your money. If you want it because that the hero looks really cool or very beautiful, well, that's really great. Just take a picture and just keep it on your phone or something. I don't know. It makes no sense to get a hero that army hero that you don't plan to max. If you plan to max slowly, that's fine, but either max the hero to the top, or don't bother at all. It's that simple. Or waste your money. Hey, your life, do what you want. Okay, moving on. The second best type of hero, once you've gotten, 1 or 2 of the army attack heroes, and you're like, okay, well, actually, I want to do this better, focus on which troop type you want to have. And then find the heroes that give the boosts to that type of troop type. Which means, practically, I'll give you examples. The Petite Devil. The Petite Devil is a solid hero. Solid army hero. Why? Because she gives a ranged attack of 30% and a ranged max HP of 50%. That's really, really solid. So if you want to focus on range, and you want to get the ranged gear, and you want to get the ranged research, and you want to get lots of ranged troop, your next step is going to be, after getting an army hero to give you some flexibility, or you could even just go straight to getting Petite Devil, for example, or Grove Guardian. These heroes give very specialized range attack, range HP. The range defense, neither here nor there. In fact, actually, sometimes I prefer not to have a range defense and have an extra skill over here, like research speed or whatever it is. Now, Petite Devil has actually become a very good option because she's a lot cheaper now with the IGG's updates. So those that bought her quickly at first, too bad for you because now she's a lot cheaper. These heroes, and I'll tell you which ones they are. For the infantry, the Twilight Princess and Grim Wolf, they're going to be the heroes you're going to want to get for if you're focusing on infantry. They're the second best types of heroes for infantry. If you're on range, Petite Devil and Grove Guardian. Grove Guardian is the same arrangement going on over here. Range attack, range defense, range max HP. Solid hero for fighting, for military, especially if you're, of course, only if you're ranged, because the second tier of P2P army of heroes are only focusing on one troop type, just boosting range. That's why they're second tier, in my opinion. For and Mastercook as well is a second tier P2P army hero, and for cavalry, the Barbarian and the Steambot. Again, I haven't maxed them because this account is not. This account is just for presentation, but the if you don't bother if you're not planning to. I'm going to say this about 50 times throughout the video. It's so obvious in my mind. But Barbarian and Steambot, Barbarian is somewhere over here as well. Okay, I have them to blue already. Maybe I'll max them on this account. We'll see. But again, and this one has an army defense. Defense is a waste of time. But the point is, these heroes offer cavalry attack and cavalry max HP. They're solid P2P heroes. These are the heroes if you want to focus on being better at fighting. These are the ones to get. And the third tier of P2P heroes are the ones that just offer just an attack. No, let's see if we can find one. No, this one's a range of Mastercook. Here we go. Grim Wolf, for example. Just an infantry attack. There's an army HP, but it's not as good as a regular HP. And these are the third tier ones. The ones that just offer an actual attack. No, not that. And now, what about the rest of the heroes? The rest of the attack heroes, the ones that just offer infantry and defense. Don't get them. Complete waste of time. If you have lots of money and you just you got all the heroes already and you're like, why not? Let me just, that's good for you. But any hero that doesn't offer an attack boost, whether it's army attack or whether it's infantry range and cavalry attack, is a waste of money. I can't say this enough. Don't bother with it. You're literally just wasting your money. Over here, see, this is a Femme Fatale. Just an infantry attack, that's fine. Not the best infantry hero to get. Pay to play, but it offers infantry. Army defense, a waste of time. Research, it's not a reason to get a hero, at least an army hero. Focus on the heroes that give infantry, that give actual attack boosts. Okay, that's it. That's all that's in regards to that. Let's move to the next one. Colosseum and passive boost. What's the best Colosseum heroes? If you want to up your game in Colosseum, you want to be on the top. By the way, on that note, I know on Twitter I announced I'm going to be releasing my Colosseum hack video. I discovered a really cool hack for the Colosseum. I said I'm going to be doing it this week. It might take a little longer. I want to get the video perfect. I want to get great examples so I can show you exactly how to do it. Subscribe to my account. It's probably going to be in a week or two or so from now. I'm going to have a solid video on the Colosseum showing you how to get up to the top very easily, how to just attack correctly instead of technical attacking. Alright, we'll talk about it. But the question is, what heroes are the best ones for the Colosseum? Okay, let's talk about that. The Witch Doll is incredible. It's a tough choice between the Witch Doll and Law Weaver in regards to which is the best. Of course, Law Weaver is a lot better, but because Witch Doll is so cheap now, she's kind of getting an edge. But the truth of the matter is, Law Weaver is my favorite pay-to-play hero. She is just incredible at war. She's incredible in the Colosseum. She's kind of a no-brainer hero to have. She's $165, but max her. If you plan to max any hero and you want to know which is the best one to max overall, without a question, Law Weaver. Petite Devil is incredible as well. She's, especially if you're range. If you're a range hero, you get a ranged attack, get research, which is, fun because it has attack and HP and research. That's fantastic. But she's also solid in the Colosseum. She single-handedly could win you the game over and over and over again. She's solid. That's Petite Devil and Law Weaver. Law Weaver as well is a solid hero. She's not an army hero. So if you want to get her, you're getting her basically just for the Colosseum. And also for, of course, all of these passive boosts, the training speed and the research and construction is neither here nor there, but she's cheap. So, then now that they put the price down on these two heroes, these two are solid Colosseum heroes. You're going to see them in all the top lineups, either one or both of them. They're both really, really good, and so is Law Weaver. So to put them in order, I'd put Law Weaver as the best Colosseum hero, Petite Devil second, Witch Doll third. Fourth would be Grove Guardian. He's also a solid army hero. Not that he's not an army attack, but he's a range He's a range hero, range specified hero, and he's incredible in the Colosseum. The last one is Femme Fatale. Femme Fatale is no one talks about, and I don't see people using her much. But once she gets to blue, she is really solid. Green, she's not all that great. Again, unaltered health, I'm not really focused on bringing her up that high. But for once she hits blue, she has enough strength to hold her own. She could take a few attacks without just dropping, and at that point she becomes solid. She does such a mess to the back line of the enemy. It's fantastic to watch. She just crushes. If you want to focus on the Colosseum, it's a no-brainer to get Femme Fatale and get it to blue. Gray and green, she's too weak. Can't say that enough. Grove Guardian at green is already solid. The good news about the Colosseum heroes are you don't need to get them all that high. By the time you hit blue, they're already solid. Of course, once you get them max, they're even better. But blue, you already have some. So if you really just say, I want to be just good at the Colosseum and I don't want to spend an absolute fortune, the blue heroes, that's a fantastic ambition to hit. Even if you say, okay, I'm not wasting my money on a game. And green is fine. Gray, don't bother. Gray is just, you may as well just put in free to play heroes at that point. But green is good, blue is solid, and anything above that, you're golden. You're really good to go. The same thing with the Law Weaver, but if you want to also use it for military, you're gonna want to have to max that. Those are the Colosseum heroes. Again, I'm going to make a video coming up on a really solid technique to start using the Colosseum, because I'm seeing a lot of people using technical techniques, and I believe there are better techniques out there than technical ones. Monster hunting. Which are the best heroes for monster hunting? Petite Devil is absolutely solid for your magic lineup. Dream Witch, underrated for some reason. Again, I have articles on every single hero, which one they attack for what, and the strategies to use. Check out my website, marksangerreview.com. She's a solid hero. For monster hunting. The Storm Fox, I have maxed. She's a solid monster hunting hero. Ethereal Guide, which I don't actually have, also a solid one. Mastercook, yes, I have him. So he's really good for monster hunting. And the next of my favorite monster hunting heroes will be Femme Fatale. She's a solid attack boost. Um, that's pretty much my list of all the best heroes. Again, just a few things. Firstly, this doesn't need to be stated, but I mean, some people just need to be told it's not worth going in debt to play this game. The game's a lot of fun and all, but I see some people spending way more, and then they're like complaining in the chats afterwards. Oh, I can't believe I spent so much money. I just work out how much money you want to spend before you start swiping and buying randomly. Make a goal, and then make yourself a budget, and that's how much you spend. You want to spend $5 a month? That's great. You want to spend $3,000 a day if you can afford it, and I don't know. Tell me what you think about people that spend a lot of money in Lords Mobile. I mean, hey, some people want to waste their money, go for it, but me personally, I think, kind of set yourself a goal of how much money you want to spend, and don't spend higher, but definitely work out what you want to spend before you start spending, because otherwise you're going to rock up a big bill that you can't afford. And you have no strategy. You'll get all the pay-to-play heroes to green. That's wonderful for no one and nothing, not if you want to be good at this game. Better to get 2 heroes to gold. Yeah, then at that point you have a solid lineup. Alright, I think I've beaten this topic to death. You like what you hear, subscribe to my channel. If you don't subscribe. I couldn't really care less. I also have Twitter. I'm very active. There's giveaways also on Twitter, so if you like free money, then PayPal, then join me and you might be able to win or not. I really don't care.